Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kamaya, and if you're interested in seeing how I did these extended individual butterfly locks, keep on watching. Before this video gets any further, I'd like to mention that this hair was sent to me by Believe Hair from Amazon. So thank you so much to Believe Hair. They sent me 6 packs of this individual butterfly locks hair, and I don't think I used all 6 packs. I think I have like 2 more left. I will leave their link in the description box down below. If you're interested in it, you could go ahead and purchase it. I'm starting the style off with my Shine and Jam Extra Hold Hair Jam. I'm using the fingertip amount on my air dried and detangled hair, and I'm just slithering that on the roots of my hair. I'm going to go ahead and do a plait, and I do a plait for about 2 to 3 inches or just until I feel like stopping. The remaining hair that is left over after I plait about 2 to 3 inches or however much amount that I plaited, I go ahead and do a 2-strand twist on that just to make the takedown process easier and quicker. This is what a single strand of hair looks like. It's very uniform, so if you like that look, this is perfect for you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull down on the hair and make the loop very big. I'm going to hook the loop of the crochet hair onto the hook of the crochet needle and just pull the bottom part through it. Or, well, not even the bottom part, just pull the hair through it. So now I'm going to go and further pull the hair down to the length of my hair, and I do this to just make sure that the top part of the butterfly locks aren't like huge. It also messes up the natural uniform look that these locks come with and makes it a little bit more butterfly-y and distressed. To wrap my hair, I'm going to use this Freetress Pacific curl hair, and as y'all can see, this hair is all types of puffy and frizzy. You don't need the hair to be super uniformed, so I just want to let you know that what I do now is I fold the curly hair in half, hook it onto the crochet needle, pull it through, and I don't pull both ends through. I try to find one half and pull one side completely through and leave the other side. After that, I go ahead and I just even out the ends of them so I can have the same length. And I wrap the roots at first, and I wrap the roots a little bit tight at first, but try not to wrap too tight or it will be really stiff and it will be sticking out your head like spider legs. So try not to wrap too stiff. Well, try not to wrap too tight. I think I start doing butterflies at least about maybe an inch in, and to do the butterflies, I just wrap the hair around my thumb and pull it out. I'm not really doing a lot of butterflies up here at the top because I don't want the top to be very puffy. And as you could see, I was wrapping my hair a little bit too tight. Therefore, when I let go, it was kind of sticking out. If you catch this early, that's good and you could save yourself. So what you want to do is just twist the entire lock the opposite direction that you were wrapping the hair. When I run out of hair, what I do is I go get a different piece of hair and I just tie that around where the last piece left off. So I'm just going to tie it like the beginning stage of tying a shoelace. And I also make it even, and as you can see, I'm just wrapping again, and I'm wrapping the hair around my thumb and just like pulling it through. If you look at this lock closely, I did kind of miss some hair, so I did end up going back and just wrapping that part in. This style I feel like is so simple because there's plenty of room for error, and if you want to go back to fix something, it won't destroy the look, because if you're not even looking for a super uniformed look, you could go back and add in here wherever you want to. Okay, after you've wrapped the desired amount of hair, pause. Take one strand of the curly hair and wrap it in the opposite direction that you were wrapping both strands of hair. And then with the other strand, you just want to wrap that around in the same direction that you were wrapping previously, and then just tie it. If this is confusing for you, I have another butterfly lock tutorial, so you could go and check that out, and I think I was more clear in that video. As you can see, I still had some hair left over after I tied the knot. Basically, I just wrap that around and then I tie more knots if I need to, if I feel like it. If it feels tight enough, I leave it. And what I'm saying is practically you could do what you feel is right in that time. You could tie it, you could cut it off if you don't want to wrap anymore. You could do whatever you feel like doing. If you didn't catch how I did the butterfly effect, here's a closer look at how I did it, so maybe this would help. And all the time is not going to be the same, guys. Just don't try to mimic everything I do. If the method that I did doesn't feel right when you're doing it, you could always try to see if something else feels right at the moment. So don't try to mimic everything that I do. This is just a basic idea of how to do this style. Alright, so now it's time to extend the locks. So what I do is I get a whole separate other lock and I try to line it up to see where I want it to fall, like what length. And I swipe it down, squeeze it down very far, all the way until it breaks like this. And I go ahead and I just tie it onto the end of the lock that I attached through my roots. So basically, after I tie the hair, I split the remaining hair into two sections, and then I go ahead and I make some tighter knots. I'm basically double knotting. And that piece of chunk that's left over from the other one, you could like pull it off. Some of them pulls off and unravel, but this wasn't, so I just cut it off. Now, I'm going to be very honest, I did run out of the Pacific Wave hair, and I'm using this Kinky Hair by Janet to wrap the rest of my hair. So I ended up finding another piece of Pacific curl hair, and as you can see, the lock wasn't looking consistent in size. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to fill in those skinny areas and wrap extra hair. And since the lock that came had butterfly effects on it already, I just didn't have to do too much work, you know? It didn't have to be perfect. It didn't have to be any specific way. I just wrapped how I felt like I wanted to wrap. And I try not to wrap over them. I try to wrap in between each loop that the hair already has. If this video was helpful for you, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos by me, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below your thoughts on these locks. I think this is so cute. I have these jewels that I also got from Amazon. I'll link them in the description if you guys like them. Like I have the Eye of Horus, the Tree of Life. I have a lotus flower somewhere back here. I have a lot. We got the flavors, okay? So thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.